Unless Sweden's going to get like Bergenhus, Gotland, Riga, some of those territories, maybe. Not sure. Alright, can we find out what the deal there for Cuba was? Because that's a fairly hefty chunk of territory that they just got. Cuba switched hands so often I can't imagine what kind of language they speak. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a mixed set of languages. Esperanto. Right, what were we up to? Andalusia we just looked at. Ottomans! Their policies are, their ideas are humanist, quantity, offensive, economic, quality and trade. Their policies at the moment are taxation with representation, which is production efficiency, manpower, tax, merchant steering, trade efficiency, discipline, artillery. They don't have the infantry bonus one. And they've gone with a level 2, level 3, level 2 advisor. They are making a fair amount of money, so they could probably also do with upgrading. At this point, I think everyone should be running with level 3s minimum. 4s and 5s optional, because they do get very expensive, but 3s absolutely doable. Mamelukes, they have got quality, maritime, expansion, defensive, trade, and economic. So they have 2 diplo, 2 admin, 2 military. They're the first one that we've seen with maritime. Their policies are production efficiency, tax, merchant trade steering, trade efficiency, regiment cost, morale recovery rate. Really? I guess these 2 aren't available yet. And they're going to have a lot of diplo possibilities. They're going to be able to get 2 trade efficiency buffs. Interesting. And they're currently capped on admin ideas. They probably want to use that. Again, they've gone for a 3-3-2, using a lot of ideas on everything else. Prussia. Economic, quality, offensive, innovative, quantity, and religious. And they've got the innovative quality, which is the infantry combat ability. And their combat ability is currently 50%. Their professionalism is very high too. Policy-wise, they've got development costs. They have no diplo policies at all. Then they've got discipline, artillery effectiveness, and infantry. And they've got economic, quality, offensive, innovative, quantity, religious, which I already said. They're running with a 3-3-3, which is the minimum I would expect. And they are earning 44 ducats. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty balanced economy. Commonwealth. Commonwealth are going with quantity, economic, defensive, trade, quality, and administrative. What's Prussia's discipline at? I'll take a look at that in a minute. They are still working on admin, quality, and defensive. Yeah, I remember they were having some monarch point problems. They've got a 3-1-2. I would expect them to be a little bit higher, although their economy is definitely not the strongest. Policy-wise, they're going with dev cost, land force limits, and then goods produced. They could also go with trade efficiency, production efficiency. Prussia, discipline. Prussia's discipline is currently 127%. Militarism is currently 0. So they could get that discipline up a bit more. Inca crashed. Okay, we're waiting for the Inca to rejoin. Netherlands. Their ideas are economic, quality, maritime, offensive, trade, innovative. Very late choice in innovative here. And also trade quite late. So yeah, reasonable for the Dutch. Offensive for the Dutch is really strong. Like compounding army sappers with engineer corps means that they can siege stuff really, really quickly, especially if they have high professionalism. I'm a little bit surprised the Dutch professionalism is this low. Like, the Dutch of any nation want to have professionalism sky high. They can just be the absolute kings of sieging. I'm a little bit surprised that they aren't. In terms of policies, they've got trade efficiency, production efficiency, sailor modifier, naval maintenance, trade efficiency, movement speed. Morale of navies is available, maneuver is available, discipline is available, army combat ability, artillery combat ability is available. They're using a 2-1-3. Ooh, no, Holland, you could definitely be doing better in terms of advisor ability. Then over here in Delhi, we have got offensive, quality, expansion, defensive, exploration, economics. That's another 3 military, 2 admin, 1 diplo. Their policies at the moment: unrest reduction, stability cost, morale of navies, foreign spies, settler increase, native uprising reduction, regiment costs, recover army morale. The only one they're missing is tariffs. Not that surprising that they don't have it, because I don't think they have any... Oh no, they have New Zealand. Also known as Middle Earth, of course. Running with a 1-1-1. No, that's a big mistake. They definitely want to be running with better advisors at this point in the game. 1-1-1's no excuse, especially when they're definitely earning enough money where they could do better. United States have got quality. They are the only one that we've seen so far without the 6th idea group. Quality, trade, economic, plutocratic expansion. I've received word that Austria now has an heir. Okay, we'll check that in a minute. And then the policies they have are production efficiency, manpower, Republican tradition taxes, trade efficiency and production efficiency, trade efficiency and steering, and then merchants and recruitment cost. They're running with a 2-1-3. Again, could probably do with a bit better. At least having this as level 2. If that colony is ever attacked, will the Overlord finally be able to say without irony, "The beacons are lit! Gondor calls for aid!" I mean, it would be even better if they had Gondar as well. Or if they were allied to the Mamelukes and Gondor called for aid. Hello.
Hello. Just thought I'd mention that Hamburg is going to turn themselves into their colonial nation.
Okay.
Cuba.
Oh, they're moving into Cuba. Okay.
Yeah, that's why they've been expanding Cuba. Hence the war with Havana and expanding. And then they're going to go and play as Cuba shortly.
Interesting choice, seeing as Cuba is tiny.
Yeah, I think the alternatives were go to Cuba or get crushed by Prussia.
Oh, interesting. So we've got some belligerence currently going on. And they are not one of the electors, so I'm guessing the Emperor isn't going to be quite as inclined to defend them. Yeah,
well,
Cuba.
I don't know what, but I know that the AI settings have been set for the Emperor, so it might be somewhat less belligerent than it has been. And our Inca players just hot joining back in.
No, I meant Prussia being belligerent, not Austria.
Yeah. No, but you were asking whether the Emperor might do anything. Well,
gotcha.
Presumably the AI version of the Emperor will not be able to do very much.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. And I've also been told to check Austria to see if everyone's voting for him now, because apparently they have an heir.
They have an heir, which means at least people can vote for him now.
Yes, I think viewers trying to get the inside information as to whether they are. So as soon as this loading screen's gone, I can check.
Yeah, same situation.
Come on. Come on. So close. Come on. Let me click the button. They are. No, Sweden's not. We have a traitor.
There's enough, though.
Yeah, it's definitely enough. But Sweden's not voting for the Emperor. There is disharmony within the Empire. Still Cuba. Okay, so how big is Hamburg, development-wise? 208. Cuba's actually about the same. 206. Okay, Hamburg's not actually as big as I thought they would be.
And Cuba's bigger than I would have thought.
Yeah, that's true. And we're going to have lots of trade flowing into the Caribbean. And then they're not having to contend with the Dutch or the English in the English Channel. And actually probably pissing off a lot of the Europeans by taking over Cuba.
Speaking of trade, have you seen the Japanese and Maguindano trade expansion against the Brazilians? They managed to expand their trade rather a lot.
I hadn't. Where are they collecting it now?
I'm not sure, but they took a whole bunch of land and they were saying that their trade had got a lot better. I didn't actually look at the numbers, but mostly because I find trade in this game quite difficult to understand.
They're currently collecting in 2 places, which is a mistake. Especially as they're only getting 1 ducat in Molucca. Currently collecting in Nippon. Which is, again, I think a mistake, because that's up sea from lots of other places.
You should be divert. Oh, you can't divert trade out of your homeland.
Yes, you can if you change where the trade capital is.
Yes. But the trade capital defines what you have.
Yeah, which they just haven't changed. Well, I guess the Philippines will be earning more. Oops.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to my admin channel. But
yep, cool.
But yeah, they were saying that their trade had got a lot better. I didn't actually see how good it was beforehand, and because they were saying it's terrible, and it was better now.
It's exactly still
how yeah, I think it was from really terrible to not very good, but
because currently Japan is getting 16 ducats a month, and Maguindanao is getting 23 from trade.
Okay, and what are the Dutch getting?
Yeah, comparing that to the Dutch, who are getting 469.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or Hamburg, who is getting 133, or Britain, who's getting 175. Yeah. Or the Papal States, who are getting 330.
Yeah. Improving all the way to from 0, from really terrible to still last place, but not quite as terrible. It's not exactly worth boasting about. But yeah, they were just saying that their trade was noticeably better.
Actually, this is a comparison I can do. Sort this by players. So in last place we have Prussia, who earn 8 ducats from trade. Wow. Prussia's really poor. Sweden, who gets 11. Japan, who gets 15. So they're a very good third from last. Maguindano, who get 23. Inca, 25. Delhi, 27. Congo, 28. And let's skip to all of the 100 or plus. Ottomans, 123. Mamluks, 125. Hindustan, 133. Hamburg, 133. Great Britain, 176. Iran with 193. Milan with 204. Actually, Milan earned more than I thought they would from trade. Andalusia with 236. Papal States with 330. Timurids with 453. I forget how rich Timurids are. And then the Netherlands, who are king of trade at the moment, with 470. Prussia made a deal with Hamburg, so the subsidies would be their trade. Yeah, true. I mean, a bunch of the different countries in this area have. So they're currently earning 60 from subsidies. Sweden's earning 30 from subsidies. Commonwealth's earning none. Russia is earning 170. 110 from the Netherlands, 60 from the Timurids. Timurids are paying out 180 to Hindustan, 60 to Russia, 2 to Armenia. Netherlands are paying out 30 to the United States, 60 to Prussia, 86 to Great Britain, and 110 to Russia. What culture is Cuba? Mexican, Castilian. With a tiny bit of... Oh no, that's Haiti. Yeah, Mexican and Castilian. Right, so where were we up to? We were taking a look at the various policies and ideas. Japan. Very, very impressively, considering it is now 1708, has not completed a single idea group. How is that even possible? 1708. No idea groups. They haven't even finished their national ideas. That's beyond impressive. No Diplo advisor. They have an admin advisor, a poor military advisor. They're making no money. Well, that's the reason. They're making no money. And they're paying subsidies to Uran. They have no policy. Well, they can't have any policies. Okay. It's moving swiftly on from that. Brazil. Brazil have got economic, defensive, offensive, quality, expansion, exploration, with economic and defensive still in... still incomplete. Economic, they haven't even started yet. Their policies are... Pioneer policy, automatically discover adjacent when a colony is built. They could probably get rid of that now. Global settler increase plus 20, native uprising down, and then land leader fire plus 1. Makes sense. And their advisors are a 113. They're earning 93 ducats, although 50 of that is subsidies from Andalusia. So they could probably afford level 2 advisors. Maguindanao. How has Japan done so badly? How? I don't get it. Like Maguindanao have got several completed ones. So they've got economic ideas, offensive ideas, naval ideas, maritime, innovative and plutocratic. That is a really good selection, actually. I'm a little bit surprised that they've taken plutocratic rather than espionage. I think Maguindanao and espionage would be truly dangerous pirates. I'm actually... Well, actually, we haven't done Britain yet. I'm wondering if Britain will have taken espionage. Because Britain's another one where they could definitely have done so for the extra privateering and blockading. And embargo. Not embargo. Yeah, embargo abilities. So, what... Oh, we've got blue flames. I'll take a look at that in a minute. I'm losing my mind. What am I checking here? Policies. They've got one policy, which is artillery bonus. They can't take any others. And their advisors are just 111. They are losing money at the moment, so yeah, fair enough. Right, blue flames. We have got Japan versus Shan. This is a no CB war. Declared by Shan against Japan. For what? They could have got a CB on Maguindanao if nothing else. They could even have got them against the islands down here. Oh no, that's Hindustan. Yeah, they could have got them against Maguindanao. So what's this for? I don't know. Haiti is on Cuba. Why? Oh! I guess Hamburg formed Haiti? Or released Haiti and it became Cuba? Instead of Cuba? Interesting. Hey, Marshal Romulus. I have to distinguish you between Marshal Romulus and Marshal Ben Marshall. Japan is playing a game of 5D chess that's just too revolutionary, far beyond conventional thinking. Yeah, apparently.